What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It is TheFlyYoungGentleman here, and I'm going to be bringing you a few heist series. And the first video I'm bringing you today is going to be a general guide to heist. Some things that I've learned in my experience through heist, because I have done a lot of heisting yesterday. And I was actually one of the few people who was able to get on and consistently play. I did have my problems here and then, but I got to play most of the time. And I also wanted to tell you that I'm making a series dedicated to guiding you through each heist. So the next video I do is going to be giving you a full heist guide starting from the second heist, because the first heist is it's just a tutorial, but starting from the second heist, I will be showing you guys what to do. And hopefully I can make you guys do well at heisting just as well as we did at least. And we definitely got this shit down to an art. So let me start with my general guide that kind of helps you, work with your buddies a little bit better, or even randoms. It's really whoever you play with. Now, the first thing I noticed, the first thing I figured we needed was a shot caller. And it's exactly how it sounds. You need one person who's a good strategist to be in control of the entire heist. Make sure that that person knows what they're doing and is experienced and knows how to lead. It's simple as that. Even if you have a couple leaders, it's really helpful to have one guy that knows and is kind of overlooking the entire situation while doing his job. And I'll give you an example. One of the examples in the prison break mission is when you have a shot caller for the final heist, you need someone communicating with the prison team, making sure that they're communicating with the pilot and getting everything going down pat. That will be in my guide. I'll talk a little bit more about that. But one of the things is you want someone who's kind of there, check and roll call almost, like, hey, you guys over there, what are you doing? Hey, you, what are you doing? And kind of make sure that everyone's correlating and it's working as a finely tuned gear and everything is going well. So make sure you get one guy on that job. It's important. It really is. It may not seem like it, but it is. And the second one is really tying into that last one. Make sure that you have a secondary shot caller. And really, it sounds like it'd be stupid, but hear it out. For example, I'll give you the prison break mission as another example. 2 people have to break off and go into the prison. And one of the people really needs to be kind of telling the other guy what to do and working or making the other guy work around him so that they can complete it. Make sure you have kind of a sub leader. Make sure you have someone who is there helping when you're not in that situation and you have no eyes on anything they're doing. It's a great thing to have. Make sure you do it. Even if you don't feel like, you or one of your buddies is that great of a leader, and because no one in your lobby is a good leader, for example, make it. Just make it happen. Trust me, it is so nice to have someone who kind of controls it all, because you want to make it so that everyone is doing their special job and is reminded that they have an important part in the entire heist. It is great. It really does. It helps everything. So I highly recommend it. Give each other estimated times, right? ETAs, estimated time of arrival. Give each other ETAs on everything. It really helps, and it helps everything work a little bit smoother. For example, if you have 2 guys who have one job and you have your own job, but let's say whatever you do triggers something in their job. If you just do that without them knowing, right? Like blowing something up, for example. If you do that without them knowing and it triggers some sort of timed event for them, it's going to fuck everything over because nobody knows what's going on. Communication, everything I've said so far is all about communication. Communication is so key. It's not even funny. Now, yes, you probably could pass it by running through like a bunch of bumbling idiots, but it's not going to be the same. And it won't go as well. And you won't get those potential, $1 million bonus without dying and things like that, and quick restarts. Now, a really important one is, this is mainly for the finale, the heist finales, not the setups, for the heist finales that I've been talking. Even though it is nice to have like a shot caller during your setups, but I'm talking for the main heist finale. And one of the main things that's so important, and I can't even stress to you how important it is to make a strategy. And you need to fail on purpose. And you may say, I'm going for that $10 million challenge. Wait till you do them all, okay? I mean it when I say it. Make a strategy. And one of the main ways we did it is we get to a certain checkpoint and then we'd purposely die and restart so we know what happens at that checkpoint. We literally have these damn heists down to an art form. I can tell you at exactly what mileage and exactly what speed the pilot needs to take off while I'm headed towards blowing up the bus on the prison break. I can literally tell you that. And that's some of the things you guys are going to see in my guide that I make. And I really want you guys, I really encourage you to go check that guide out. It's going to be crazy in depth, and I'm really going to make it into something special. But anyways, it's great. These heists are a lot of fun, and those are some of my main things on communication, but there's more. This is more on the outfitting. Now, like I said, I will have a guide on all of these heists, but you are going to want to try, they try and make it seem like outfitting is key. It really isn't. The main thing that you want to do is make sure that you stock up on snacks, because some of these little scenarios have you fending off wave and wave of attackers, also going in and trying to push through waves of attackers, and you're going to need a lot of health. That armor is not going to cut it. Try and stock up on as much snacks as you can. It's very important because some of these things can take a long time. Also, one of the things you want to do is you want to make sure you have explosives. They always seem to come in handy for some reason. Like, for example, at one point you have to blow up the bus in the prison break mission, but your guy only gives you a jerry can and a pistol. You have to bring your own grenades and shit. So if you bring a sticky bomb or you bring a grenade, it literally makes it so that you can blow it up in like 3 seconds, compared to if you pour gas on it, you'd have to wait maybe 20 seconds, and that all matters. All that time matters. So it's all about timing, all about communication. But the main thing, guys, one of the main things is communication, all right? Just make sure you have communication. It sounds self-explanatory, but it's really not. And you need to make sure you have a good strategy. Make sure there's good teamwork going on. Honestly, if one of your teammates is just not working, kick him. It's not worth your time. Honestly, it's really not, because you need to have a really finely tuned gear for everything to work out, really well. You might get lucky sometimes and you might get unlucky, but you need to have a finely tuned gear running. And my main things, like I said, teamwork, communication, everything, making sure that you have someone who's a leader. You need to be a little bit bossy. If you're the leader, if you make yourself the leader, make sure you're a little bit bossy. Make sure everyone knows that, hey, you're trying to make this shit work. And make sure you keep the pressure on a little bit. It's great. It really works, and these heists are so much fun. I can't wait to bring you guys more videos on it. I can't wait to bring you guys my guide to each heist in depth. Now, I'm going to be going in. I already have one of them recorded, and I just got to voice over it. Now we're going to be going into the next few heists here, and I'm going to try and get some gameplay of them because they are very cool. So I'll be working on that all day today. So make sure you guys remember to have class, get that ass. Stay tuned, subscribe, and make sure you guys look out. I usually don't ask you to subscribe, but I will this time because we've got some really cool GTA shit coming out, and I know a lot of people play it. So make sure you guys check that shit out when it comes out. Maybe later today, maybe tomorrow. It depends on how long it takes. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.